Welcome to Charts Today. My name's David Linton, and today's edition for Wednesday, the 25th of November, comes to you from London. And here we are, just 1 month to Christmas. The big news yesterday was that the Dow Jones crossed through the 30,000 mark, making a new all-time high. So that's a really significant milestone for the market. So markets looking very chirpy on the back of that. We start by looking at currencies. We're looking here at the dollar index. Remembering this is my long-term, my medium-term and my short-term view of the market, weekly, daily and 60-minute charts with the corresponding point and figure targets. So the dollar has been just testing new lows, and really that September low increasingly looking like it's going to fail. So dollar weakness is very much the theme. That means euro strength. We're sitting at 119 against the dollar, the euro dollar, and this consolidation pattern almost suggests that we will break out and break higher. Taking a look at sterling, we're sitting at 133.43. We've had a very strong showing this week against the dollar, bullish on all three time frames, meaning that sterling is really appreciating there. And we're holding 112 against the euro, just declining a little bit, but the trend again is up. So sterling improving there. Bitcoin broke the $19,000 level yesterday. The target has been in place to $19,700, and that's really where we've been going. So Bitcoin looking very strong indeed. If we look at the S&P 500 index, we were up 1.6%. So the market is now starting to run and having broken higher. Vaccine news helping, of course, lots of upside targets. So looking bullish on the chart. The Nasdaq was up also yesterday, but not enough yet to break that 1st of September high. So we've still got some work to do. The downside targets do hang over us. Nasdaq is lagging. The tech stocks are lagging the rest of the market, having, of course, outperformed the market very much this year. We're now just seeing a rotation into the stocks that have been hit more by the virus. So what's interesting is that the Nasdaq stocks are just struggling to break to new highs. Looking at the Dow, we mentioned that, of course, it broke the 30,000 level, looking very bullish there. The futures, a little bit up this morning, not much change in the US futures. The Nasdaq E-mini future up 0.25%. We're probably going to see a continuation of markets moving higher. The VIX volatility, of course, is just sinking lower all the time as the picture looks better and better. So the fear index is not causing any great concern. The FTSE future in the UK is up just under 0.4%. The DAX cash market in Germany is up slightly, but bullish on all three time frames here, not breaking to new highs yet in Europe. The CAC Quarante is also just pushing higher. So looking pretty good there. And if we look at Tokyo, that's looking strong as well, breaking higher. Markets generally cheerful. The Hang Seng was up 0.3%. Chinese stocks were down 1%, and Indian stocks were down 1.4%. So they're just bucking the trend. But India, of course, breaking to new all-time highs, is still looking very strong on the market. Good upside targets here, 11%, 14%. And if we break higher on the 60-minute chart, 7% higher. Looking at the Aussie market, we are up just under 0.6%. And that market's starting to race for new highs as well. So looking good there. Gold has fallen heavily this week. We seem to have found a floor around $1,800. That seems to be support for gold. We do have downside targets lower, but we don't expect the downside targets to be met given that we've got this strong long-term trend in gold, but we are below the cloud on the daily chart, so we just need to wait for gold to get back above that to really move again. This upside target of $3,000 still there, provided we don't go lower than the March low, so that's what we need to watch for. Silver sitting higher this morning as well, seems to have found support around 23, which is a very critical level for silver. US 10-year yield sitting at 0.88%, not much change this week. We have been trending higher. We did get as low as 0.82%, but the long-term play in gold and bond yields looking still underway. Looking at the energy mix now, we've got Brent crude rocketing, making new multi-month highs. There's 8-month highs, and We called crude oil higher this week for clients. We said it would go higher, and that's what it's done. We've had lots of upside targets that have been exceeded and met, which is bullish. WTI is higher as well, sitting at $45. US nat gas still in the doldrums, sitting at 272. Of course, we have the Thanksgiving holiday tomorrow. Normally, we see storage numbers for US nat gas out on a Thursday, so markets really are going to be a bit subdued in the US now. Looking at RBOB, we're up here as well, so breaking higher, running with crude, moving back into bullish territory short term. Coal is up 1.4% this morning, so looking stronger there. We're really running now on coal, and if we look at emissions, another one we were bullish on for the week, we're pushing higher. We've got good upside targets, and we're starting to move back into the zone of bullishness on the daily chart. Need to just break that 28 level to activate these big upside targets, so that will be key. Gas is actually looking a little bit better today. NBP up 1.7%, TTF front month up 2%, and if we look at winter gas, we're up 2.2% here. So gas prices recovering a little bit. We were neutral on gas this week. It just was a harder call. And power, we've broken that €40 mark. That's really significant. So we're back above the €40 level. So that's quite key. We felt German power would break €40 this week in our call to clients on Monday. The quarterly contract is up even more strongly, up 2%, and we're seeing pretty well all the other power markets follow. Very big moves in the Nordics, really bouncing off the floor there. So that's really encouraging. We've got good upside targets. Nordic power, both on the yearly and on the quarterly contract, up 14 and 16% respectively. So we've got targets to play for there. What we should be looking for is a pullback and then a move higher to activate new targets. But that's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy Thanksgiving to all in the US. See you then. Bye for now.